We are speaking with the great Vanessa Williams. You some of you know her from Ugly Betty. I first knew her as Miss America forever. Sometimes the sun goes round the moon. I know her as a singer as well. Some of you, know her because of her children, and as I'm looking at where we are right now as a nation, last year we had not one, not two, every contest had a Black woman. Miss America, Miss USA, Miss Teen USA. There was a Black woman in every spot. You were the blueprint. How satisfying is it to sit back? We just got Miss Kentucky, who became Miss USA, I think last week, last couple of weeks ago. How satisfying is it for you to have broken that barrier?
It was comforting and heartwarming, but it also reminds me of the year that I competed in '83. It was the most women of color that they ever had. There was 5 of us all together, including one Latina. And I remember Deneen Graham, who was the first Black Miss North Carolina. She was a ballet dancer, and they burned a cross on her lawn because she was Black and she was Miss North Carolina. And I came from New York, completely in my bubble, progressive Manhattan, being open and thinking that the world had progressed. And that really put me into check. Like, okay, we're all here, and this is what happened to you in this day and age in 1983. And we're not talking about 20 years ago, 1963. So that kind of gave me a heads up, like, oh, this is what we might expect. And unfortunately, that's what I got breaking through those barriers. It wasn't all roses. It wasn't an easy ride. It was me having to have security, having death threats that I had to kind of skirt around, and also prove to myself, like, okay, I'm going to prove to you that not only am I worthy, but I'm smarter than you, and I can outsmart you. And that was what I had to do at 20 years old.
20. The death threats make zero sense to me. Like I still try to reconcile with somebody sending a letter or an email or phone call threatening your life because you won a contest. You won a contest that was judged by other people. How do we reconcile with that level of violence and terror that exists today?
I know. That's the sad thing. You can make a comment and people are ready to give you a death threat. It's so polarized, but as I said, it's kind of cyclical. It's cyclical. When my parents had me in '63, again, JFK just got killed. The terror and the thought about raising a child probably entered my parents' mind, but they went through it and had an amazing family. Me back in the 90s, 80s, 90s saying, oh my God, with Rodney King, is it going to be a safe place to raise my kids? I left LA because I didn't want to raise them out there, and thought I had a safe haven back here close to my home, and had them raised here in the confines of a safe community that I thought. And then now my kids are my age that I was starting my family, and we've got, George Floyd and everything that's happened in that realm. So it seems like we learn the same lesson, but it also allows us to make the changes needed to make change and to shift. And again, I think we're in another era where we're shifting everything.